Every morning at a small diner in Chicago, waitress Emily Turner noticed an elderly woman who always sat by the window, sipping black coffee and reading the same worn-out novel. Her clothes were simple, her silver hair neatly pinned, and though her hands trembled slightly, her smile never faded. Emily, only 27, had been working double shifts for months, saving every dollar for nursing school. She didn't have much, but she had kindness to spare. One snowy morning, she saw the woman struggling outside, her cane slipping on the ice. Without thinking, Emily rushed out, helped her through the door, and guided her to her favorite table. From that day on, it became a quiet ritual. Emily brought her coffee just the way she liked it and her favorite blueberry muffin. They would talk about small things, weather, books, and life's little joys. The old woman, who introduced herself only as Mrs. Harris, never spoke of family or friends, yet she radiated warmth. Emily often worried about her walking home alone, but Mrs. Harris always insisted she was fine. Their morning conversations soon became the best part of Emily's day. Then one cold Friday morning, Mrs. Harris didn't come. Emily felt something was terribly wrong. 2 days later, the diner bell jingled, but it wasn't Mrs. Harris. Instead, 4 tall men in black suits stepped inside, their presence commanding instant silence. They looked completely out of place in the cozy diner, filled with coffee aroma and clinking dishes. One of them approached the counter and asked in a calm but firm voice, "Are you Emily Turner?" Her heart pounded. "Yes," she answered uncertainly. The man handed her a sleek white envelope. "Mrs. Harris requested to see you immediately," he said. Emily blinked in confusion. "She's okay?" she asked, but the man only nodded. Outside, a black Cadillac was parked, gleaming under the winter sun. Emily hesitated, then followed, her hands trembling. Inside the car sat a well-dressed woman with pearl earrings and a professional air. "I'm Mrs. Harris's attorney," she said. "She's been hospitalized and asked specifically for you." The drive took them through downtown and into an exclusive medical facility unlike any hospital Emily had ever seen. Security guards stood at every corner. When they finally reached the room, Emily saw Mrs. Harris lying weakly in bed, surrounded by medical equipment. Yet her eyes brightened the moment she saw her. "I told them you'd come," she whispered, smiling faintly. Emily rushed to her side, gently taking her frail hand. "You scared me," she whispered. Mrs. Harris managed a soft laugh. "I didn't mean to, dear. I just had to come here quietly." Before Emily could ask what she meant, the lawyer stepped forward and said, "Mrs. Harris wanted to speak with you privately." The guards and staff quietly left the room, leaving just the two of them. The lawyer placed a small velvet box on the bedside table before stepping out. Emily frowned, confused. "Oh, what's all this?" she asked. Mrs. Harris's voice trembled, but her gaze was steady. "You were kind to me, Emily, not because of what I had, but because of who I was." "That's rare." Emily shook her head. "I just did what anyone would do." Mrs. Harris smiled sadly. "No, not everyone would. I'm not just an old woman. My husband founded Harris Industries. You've probably seen our name around the city." Emily's eyes widened in disbelief. "You're that Mrs. Harris?" She nodded slightly. "I've met many people, but only a few had genuine hearts. You reminded me of what kindness feels like." She pointed to the box. "That's for you. You'll understand soon." Her voice weakened. "Thank you, my dear." A week later, Emily received a call from the lawyer, asking her to come to the Harris estate for the reading of the will. Her stomach tightened as she entered the elegant office, lined with shelves of old books and photographs. The lawyer handed her an envelope and a small key, the same box Mrs. Harris had mentioned. Inside the letter was written in delicate handwriting, "Dear Emily, you gave me comfort in my final days. This key belongs to my lake house in Wisconsin. I want you to have it. Use it to find peace and purpose, the same way you helped me find mine." Tears blurred Emily's eyes as she read. A month later, she stood by the calm lake, unlocking the door of the white cottage. The air smelled of pine and nostalgia. On the table lay Mrs. Harris's favorite novel and a photo of her younger self with her husband. Emily whispered, "I'll take care of it just like I took care of you," With the inheritance Mrs. Harris left, Emily finally enrolled in nursing school and reopened the diner as Harris Cafe, dedicating it to kindness. Every morning, she placed a fresh blueberry muffin by the window, keeping Mrs. Harris's memory alive.